As you can see, we're on the beach. Actually, we're not on the beach. If you watched the last podcast, you will know that it's not a new studio. It's the same studio. We just changed location in the basement, found a bigger area, and trying to work with it. And we're just trying to do a beach bearded babble.
Yes. I like it.
Just going with the like I said from the beginning, we trying to go with a good energy, a positive, fun flow, and now we're on the beach.
Look on the beach.
Look at where we've come. We've come far.
We've traveled everywhere and nowhere.
Not really far. This table is pretty much in the same spot. We actually used to just be kind of just sitting this way, so we haven't traveled. We haven't traveled too far. And oh my God, what was today like? Today was like another hot day, and it's freezing outside, but yet it's still warm down here, and I have my sweat rag. Sweat rags.
Sweat rags.
No, we won't be talking about sweat rags today. With this new set, what shall we discuss the set? Shall we discuss what's been going on? Because there has been a lot. I see the smirk. Someone, I think, has a lot to talk about. Christmas came early for Dakota yesterday.
Yes.
We took advantage of Black Friday deals. And we've been looking into, for quite some time now, we've been saving. And we got her something that she very well deserved, needed. And she's going to put to good use. That's the most important thing. It's not just like it's not a game. It's you explain what you got for Christmas yesterday.
I got a very, very good gaming PC. So I got my monster PC that can run just about everything so far perfectly. And then one of those like curved monitors that's really big and keeps me awake while I'm doing schoolwork because my screen is completely white. So it's just like early in the morning today I went on and it's just this white screen. It wakes you up, that's for sure. So,
does it make you focus kind of like, I mean,
it does.
It's not like you're like in this like a half a circle. I mean, it's got a nice little thing to it, but it does, it like draws you into it.
Yeah, I don't know like if it's just the getting the PC that's keeping me more motivated because it's like I've been slightly behind on schoolwork by like 2 or 3 assignments every day. So I don't know if it's just like, oh, I finished my schoolwork and then I don't have to worry about finishing school so I could just enjoy the computer so I work harder, or if it's actually the widescreen monitor. Like I don't know if it's a placebo yet, but we'll see given in a couple weeks. So I like it. I like it a lot.
Well, I'm glad that you're enjoying it. And again, it's something that you deserved.
Thanks.
For all you do in so many different things. Again, this whole podcast wouldn't be happening if it wasn't for these two right here. And that one right there, she does an awful lot of work. She does an awful lot of work. And we've added some more editing, and we're going to have some more camera work. We're going to try adding a second camera. Again, we're still going to play around and try to figure out the whole thing. But we're getting there, and we're doing it. And again, that's what matters. We're babbling.
Yes, that's right. We are.
We're also working on, again, I got to send you some pictures with some stuff. You came up with a logo. We have Bearded Humor merch, which I need to dig out of the closet and get that back out. We have Bearded Humor t-shirts. We're going to get them out. We're going to probably start selling them good. Would have been good to have those for Black Friday and Cyber Monday, but maybe by Valentine's Day, because of course you want to get your Valentine's Bearded Humor merchandise. Nothing says I love you more than that. But you made up a wonderful Bearded Babble logo.
Thank you.
For this show. She also made up the Bearded Humor logo, which we kind of think did together, but the Bearded Babble logo is yours. I'm going to have to stop by my brother Rob's and Relentless Athletics, shout out. I'll have to stop by him and get everything going with the t-shirts, and actually going to have Rob on the show soon, hopefully. But yeah, we got some merch going to be coming. We got to get some coasters.
That's right, we're getting coasters.
We'll get coasters for our cups. What else?
Mugs.
Mugs.
For sure.
What other fun merchandise items should the Bearded Babble brand have?
Well, I'm thinking like what came to mind was, do you know the website Redbubble?
Yes, I've heard of it.
Redbubble is basically this site where people can put their designs, original or stolen, and then you could put it into a variety of different things. So you can put it on mugs and t-shirts. I mean, it's typically much lower quality, but it's good for like stickers and...
Okay.
But there are a lot of funny designs on there because you'll just like, if we went on like Redbubble, you can get like a shower curtain or a blanket. which is like the same logo, just like printed like next to each
that's
other.
fun.
I gotcha. Okay, so yeah, that's a good fun like gag thing.
Yeah.
You know, for like Christmas even too, you just get something silly or.
Yeah, a lot of my friends will just go on Redbubble and then we'll just find the stupidest things and say that we're gonna buy it for each other, and I'm waiting for the day somebody does. But
Well, you're an expert at that, and we just had something come full circle, because you do a lot of fun. I guess I don't want to say stupid. I'll say silly type things like that. You a couple of years ago had a birthday cake that. Your mom and I had no idea what it was, but you knew it was something silly. And then we finally come to find out, who is it?
it's Roy from Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. I'll find a picture of the
And
cake and
Roy
put
is
it up.
yeah, you'll put up a picture of the cake.
Yeah.
Roy is
Roy is Yellow Guy's father.
Yellow Guy's father. And yes, anybody into Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, we're enjoying it, and we're waiting to see what happens next.
That's right.
Watch
We have to
it.
wait for the next season now.
Yeah, we gotta wait
Watch
for
it.
the next season. Yeah, watch it. It's again, we're gonna be working on something over the next couple of days. We're gonna be working on possibly an intro for this show, and again, it's inspired by things like "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared" and the theme song from the Gary Shamling Show, which is the greatest opening theme song ever. But we're just trying to do things, and like I was just saying, I think Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. I think it's one of those shows that's hilarious, over the top. You have no idea which way it's going. I don't know if it's amazingly scripted or if they just start and just go with it. But it reminds you that you can do whatever you want to do. As crazy as it may be, as insane as it may be, if you have an idea and you want to put it out there to the world and you think it's got something good, do it. Do it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's why I love that show so much, because I watched it when I was much younger. Probably
Too young now.
A little
Watching
bit.
it now.
I mean, when did I watch it? Probably when I was like 9 or 10. So, I mean, you could be the judge of whether that was a good age
10.
for dying puppets.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Spoiler. If you have a problem with dying puppets or dead puppets, then don't watch the show.
Yes.
But yeah, it was very inspiring to see, and I think it was groundwork for where I am now in my creative journey, because they just go everywhere.
Well,
Yes.
now, too, with the new computer, how is this going to help you along in your creation now, too?
Well, first of all, it's going to make video editing and rendering much quicker. It's going to make 3D assets, even though I'm not making 3D assets, but I want to in the future, so I could start practicing. And then that'll actually work a lot smoother. My music editing software, it's so much bigger. It's so big. I'm getting used to it
It was
because
just like, oh my gosh.
I'm trying to work on stuff, and it's just very big, but it's very nice. Coding wise, I haven't tried coding on it yet, but
Speaking of music, did you get the text that I sent you last night? Did you ever see the text that I sent you last night? Because you didn't respond to it. That's why as soon as you said that, and then I'm talking about the opening, I don't...
well, was it the synth thing?
No, about asking you to come up with whatever you think, 30 to 45 seconds of original music
I did
from
not see
you.
that.
Yeah, you didn't. I didn't think you did. 30 to 45 seconds of completely original music. We'll come up with an idea, maybe something like jazzy or funky or something like that. And then I'll come up with a song, and then we'll do the thing that I talked about for the opening. So, so I need some original music from you. I'm putting you on the spot.
That'd be good.
Live.
All right.
Well,
And
not live.
and the length of the music is manageable.
Yeah.
Yeah, 30 to 45. Whatever you think an opening
Should be.
should
I
be.
have a couple samples possibly that I might show off too, because there's just a sample that just came to mind that probably I won't use, so I can always show you that. And if you think that would be something that you'd want to go for, it's more of like a Rhodes, like jazz-ish kind of thing. So I could show you that,
Okay.
and then you can either say I want something kind of like that but different, or say like maybe something along the lines but slightly edited, because it's very simple. But that just came to mind. But
Well, simple's fine. I mean, like I said, we're just gonna. It's gonna be a fun thing. Once it comes to fruition, it will be a fun thing.
yes. And I got some fun instruments, free instruments out there. A lot of free stuff, free VSTs that are just absolutely phenomenal, and they're free. And I know every single one of them because that's all I do. Sometimes they'll just spend hours just looking for free stuff, and I've gotten some great.
Now, that was amazing that you brought up that the other thing that I texted you last night about that synthesizer. I believe it may have been Leonard Bernstein. I believe with one of the first synthesizers, and it was probably as big as this room. And it was just insane the way that it worked. And she's sitting there, and I'm showing it to her on my phone, the original synthesizer, which was huge in the way that it worked. And it was a million wires. I mean, literally a million wires. And then I'm showing her on my phone while she's working on her computer on her music project. And it's just amazing how far, that's Thor making some, hi Thor. But it's just amazing to see how far we've come.
Yeah, and especially too, it was like a huge machine. And if you don't know synthesizers, because a lot of people don't know what synthesizers are, they're just used to create sounds. They've gotten to the point where they can create sounds that are very similar to instruments, where it seemed like the synthesizer they had, it was this huge, huge machine that was bigger than probably like 3 people.
Was it like it was an 8-bit? It was a simple.
It was a very simple 8-bit for how big that machine was. It produced very simple 8-bit music, which, you know, back then it started off very limited, and that's why so many early games have that 8-bit style, because they used synthesizers, but they didn't have that capability nor space. Like, you know, you couldn't really use like pianos in like games because they were small games, so you couldn't fit a lot of soundtrack to them. So that synthesizer was so big, but I realized after the fact that it was probably still very limited compared to what we have now. I have a synthesizer that came with my DAW FL Studio that can make almost every sound, and the screen is just so complex and confusing, and there are lines and there are buttons and there are little like twirly things, and you can see the wavelengths, and it's just like pages worth of stuff, and I want to learn it, but it's
a lot.
Scary.
Now, you can create your own sounds too. Mm-hmm. Have you done that yet?
A little bit. I've used some of the more basic ones, like oscillators.
Okay.
Oscillators are like the very base, and that gives you the very 8-bit like frequency noise. So sometimes working with it could be a little bit difficult because you get that like you're playing with it, and then you get a really high pitched frequency that like
just doesn't
makes
work.
you cringe. So that, you know, is a little bit difficult to work with.
Again, I think we're going to be going back to a lot of texting. I think the show is going to be past text, because that was another one that I sent you. It was actually viral on a lot of social media this past week. It was a Miles Davis clip, and it was somebody that used to play with Miles Davis, and he was talking about how he had made a mistake. Mm-hmm. And how he thought that Miles, you know, being the great Miles Davis that he was going to be upset with him, and how he basically listened to it, and I don't remember the exact words, and I don't want to misquote it, but he basically looked at it as it wasn't a mistake; it was something different that had happened, and that he actually changed what he was doing to the mistake,
because he played a wrong chord.
Wrong, exactly.
And then, you know, for a second he stopped, but then Miles Davis played a melody or a couple of set of notes that worked with that chord perfectly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So again, it just goes to show that you don't make mistakes or don't think that you did something wrong. Sometimes what you think is wrong could actually be right. Look at it, go with it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And with music creation too, there's a term for it called dissonance, and you know that's when a chord sounds slightly off, and in some cases that's what you need. You know, if you want to have a more creepy feel, or even sometimes jazz uses a lot of more dissonant notes that don't sound dissonant when used in a specific way. Mm-hmm. But if you use them in pop is never used in dissonant, or dissonance is never really used in pop. You usually have like very basic chords. But if you start to use that, then you'd kind of get this like shocked, like, oh, what was that?
I didn't realize this was going to become a music theory class here. Okay, Professor,
she
my
knows her
gosh.
stuff.
Wow.
Yeah.
She's been studying.
Wow.
She's been studying.
I'll tell you. Thank goodness you got your mom's brain, because it's I'm still trying to figure out dissidence.
What's dissidence?
What was it?
Dissonance.
See, I can't even pronounce it.
How did you arpeggio? How did you say?
Exactly, arpeggio.
No, arpeggio.
Arpeggio. Arpeggio.
You were just like,
Yes,
yeah, from
arpeggio. Yeah,
what was it, like
certain.
Little Einstein?
Yes.
You were like, oh, I learned about arpeggios.
Arpeggio from Little Einstein. It wasn't. I didn't learn about anything, obviously, from Little Einstein because I was wrong.
Oh, well.
Well, what is arpeggio?
I don't know.
You just know the word.
But I don't even know the word. So how could I know? How could I know what it is when I don't even know the word?
I actually really don't really know what it is either. I always see like the arpeggiate, and
You know what
used
to
to know
do. If you know what it is, leave it in the comments.
I think it is. It's like a waving sound, like when the note is kind of like shaky. Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's a little bit more like that, and then
Okay.
of course the faster it is, then
And that makes sense because you would hear that in Little Lights.
Would you like me to sing that for you?
I don't think we need a audible example.
Okay, I'm here just in case. You know, I'm here.
It's
just
funny. I had to take
change the subject real quick.
in college. I had to take a music appreciation that was just a required, class, and I learned all this stuff. But like it comes to me, but then I don't like the words come to me, but I'm like I don't remember what they mean, and plus I haven't played piano in forever, so.
And again, musically, not only musically, but you've been doing very well with your singing lessons. You had a great singing lesson. Was it yesterday?
Yeah,
I don't know
yesterday.
what day of the week it is anymore. We didn't have nursing this weekend again, so I still, I'm still trying to figure out sleep and what day it is. But yeah, you had a great singing lesson.
Yes, I did.
Now, I would never put you on the spot. Your singing is up to you when you would, if you ever want to sing. But what are some of the songs? I know you've been some fun stuff you've been talking about. Some of the songs that you've been singing. You've wanted to sing, and he's wanted you to sing.
Yeah.
Again, shout out to Ty.
Yeah.
What's
Ty Stevens.
Ty Stevens, amazing jazz musician himself, an amazing singing teacher.
Yes.
Yeah, I've been singing a lot of slower songs. I was singing some faster songs. I was singing "Don't Speak," No Doubt.
No doubt.
Love that song. I'm trying to learn more Japanese songs as well, which is a bit more difficult. Because voice range from the songs I pick are insane, and then also just the phonetics of learning the language.
The language, yeah.
But I understand how to.
But you said it's very interesting that he's actually worked with Japanese
He's
artists,
worked
so
with
it's
Japanese
actually
artists.
that's,
And I was telling him, because he was saying, like, he was asking me how I learn the phonetics of songs so quickly, the pronunciation, and how we both do is very similar in the sense where you break it down by syllables, because that's how you do it when producing Vocaloid songs. You do it by syllables, so you learn how their syllables work and kind of what they are. Like, for example, their syllables are typically 2 letters, which is in Romanji, which is like the English version of like Japanese stuff. So instead of having like the kanji and, like the actual symbols, it's the English version, Romanji. So you look at the Romanji and then you look at the syllables, which are typically 2 letters, but then there are also some syllables like TSU, which is pronounced su.
okay.
So certain stuff like that, you just start, I listen to the song and then I just figure out how to say it, and then you just match it to the melody, and then you just slowly start to practice all the letters together, because sometimes it is hard to say. Right. And I think that would work in most languages, where you just figure out by syllable and then you slowly start to just put the word together.
Break it down, just learn each sound of it. I guess it's like music too. You got to listen for the sound, and you got to get the right. It's all the same type of thing.
Yeah.
Did you have any homework? Or did he want you to go back to the?
Yeah, the artists that he recommended me, I'm gonna check those out.
Who did you recommend this time?
Oh no, the same artist that he recommended last time, which I don't remember off the top
Joni
of my
Mitchell.
head. Yeah.
Yeah, Joni Mitchell.
And another artist too that I can't remember off the top of my head. But, like a specific song. So I'll look at that, because that's in my notes, but I haven't checked it out yet, but I will.
Get to your homework.
Yeah.
Well, he even said too that there's no due date, when I get the time to. But
well, the thing is,
and
too,
I will.
Now knowing that you got a new computer in your room, I'm surprised that we actually saw her. I didn't expect to see her for weeks after that new computer went in that room. So it's we're honored to have you out of your room.
And then especially when I'm gonna get it Vocaloid.
God. We're
Oh my
not
God,
going to
we're
see
never
her.
gonna see this
This may be the last episode you see her. It's been a very interesting. I mean, she has taught us more than anything, and then from here on out, because she'll probably just lock herself in her room for the next couple of months.
She'll
This
start
show's gonna,
streaming and doing her own show.
yeah, the show will just go back to me just babbling. So it'll
You'll
just
slide the cards under my bed, under my door.
it'll just be Mom and I just sitting here just talking about how tired we are. So it's no longer going to be an entertaining show. So that's it. This is the last one on it. So we got a lot more to come. We got a lot of things coming, and we're feeding off of each other, which is really great. We're supporting each other. We're keeping each other going with all our different endeavors. Again, we're going to do a jewelry episode soon.
Very soon, I guess.
We're going to do
we should.
a music episode soon. We're just going to keep on just pushing and promoting and keeping ourselves going. Just because.
Yeah,
That's
right.
what we do.
business.
Team Singer!
Team Singer.
Team singer.
Yay!
Business.
Business.
Pee pee pee
Business.
pee 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 pee.
That was too many P's.
That was too many. It's 5 pee pee poo poo productions.
Productions.
That's not what it's going to be.
That's not what it's going to be. I don't know. We're working on everything, so we're just having fun and we're laughing at it all. That's what we do here on the Babble.
That's right.
The
That's
Babble.
what we do.
That's so true.
You know what? Let's have some fun. Hold on one second. I want to see how that goes. We're just going to finish off with something. We're going to see how annoying it is with the.
Yeah, it's
what
a
am
good
I
way to
looking
test it
for?
out.
Yeah, it's a good way to test it out. So we'll go with. Okay, so now we have the Bearded Babble.
So it responds to all
It
sounds.
responds.
It responds. So if it
Well,
was
it
music.
blinks.
Yeah,
Watch.
no, I know, but it makes it sound like
Oh no, it can't hear that because
can't
it's in
hear
our
that.
headphones.
good thinking.
Now
Good
it's-
try.
Good try. Good try. I don't know how this stuff works.
But then if we're all-
She's the smart. You've heard her talk, and she's the smart one. I'm not.
But as it's on, like when we're all talking, then it just stays on. So it's not so.
Okay,
Like,
And when we're not.
Quiet. We're quiet and still on.
why is it?
Well, there's
That's
slight
like-
background noise, but
Is there what's
Yes.
going on? I say I can't. I mean, we're in a basement, so of
Just
course
like-
there's always noise down here.
Yeah.
yeah.
Always something. But anyway, we just wanted to see how this was going to go again. Playing around with the set, doing a whole bunch of things, doing our thing. Team Singer in it.
Team Singer in it.
That's
Team
so
Singer in it.
In it.
In it.
Team singer in it.
Team Singer in it. That's how we roll. So again, we'll have some Bearded Babble, some Bearded Humor merch.
That's right.
We'll be showing that to you soon, and we'll get that going because again, for Valentine's Day, nothing says I love you more than
And bearded.
Bearded Humor, Bearded Babble
New Year's.
merch.
Or for
New
New
Year's?
Year's.
Yeah.
No, New Year's is about Pitbull. New Year's. Wait, we were a couple of years ago. Pitbull fell, and it's just everything. It's just every New Year's.
Yeah, I was gonna be
well,
like,
I'm gonna see
is that
Pitbull
when he
fall.
fell by the pool?
Flipped by
Yeah,
the
exactly.
pool.
Fell by the pool.
And I had said someone's gonna fall. Why would they have like them walking around a pool? It's not a good move. And
Valentine's Day is Bearded Humor, Bearded Babble. New Year's Eve is Pitbull. So if you want to get anything for New Year's, get
And
Pitbull
then
merchandise.
what was that? I think it was the 4th of July fireworks, where the fireworks show started, and they were playing like
they're playing Usher.
they're playing Usher.
Oh,
That was like the best year. I
Yeah.
swear, it was the best year. I was like, they're playing every song
Because they
Usher.
usually
Like
play like patriotic.
it was all Usher.
But it was
great. It was my
It
favorite.
was an orchestra, but they were doing, weren't they? It was.
No,
No, I think
it
they
was
were
just
playing.
Oh, they were just playing-
I don't know. They might have something might have happened with the orchestra, and they had like actual just like songs of Usher. But I thought it was great. Who doesn't love Usher?
Alrighty, New Year's Eve. We're gonna try to see Usher. I guess that's.
No, actually, that was what for.
Yeah, I thought it was for New Year's,
July
but then I
4th.
realized it was.
It was for July 4th, is what it was. It was
Again, I don't know what day it is now. I don't know what day that was. If it wasn't for them, I'd have no idea. They just basically wheel me
So
in
I
here,
could tell
sit me
you
down,
that
and go.
July 4th is tomorrow, and you'd be like, yeah.
I would think it probably
be
not
like,
that
no
far.
wonder it's
well,
warming up.
I'm sweating down here, so you know what? Okay, all right.
Believe it.
I got to get some fireworks. I got to go online and order some fireworks now because tomorrow's the 4th of July. Again, nothing you hear, well, except for what comes out of her mouth, maybe in her mouth, but anything that comes out of this mouth, don't take it for any
all right.
I can't even think of the word that you should take it. I'm so tired.
He
just don't take
He
it.
just needs sleep, really.
I need sleep.
Yeah.
I need sleep. So if you know how to get some sleep, leave it in the comments.
Leave everything in the comments.
Leave everything in the comments. What else we got for today's babble?
I don't know.
I think
Have you guys been comfortable on the couch? How's the couch treating you? How's the
Couch is
guest
pretty
couch?
good.
It is pretty good. I mean,
I know this couch. I've spent.
It's a very old couch.
It's a very old couch.
Yeah.
So But it's got a new look.
It's got a new look. We've updated it. We got some
Yeah.
fun pillows and just figuring it out. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe next time we'll be sitting on the floor. I don't know.
Probably not. I doubt.
All right, that
one
idea
down.
shut down.
Yeah,
Real
yeah.
quick.
I guess I can't do anything I want to do on my show.
Well, you can sit on the floor.
Like I said,
You can sit on the floor
okay,
if you want.
listen,
talk to
listen, that's another thing. Listen, again, we're looking for sponsors. Copperfit, because I am living on Copperfit lately. Copperfit,
Yes.
everything. My God, my body
Jaden
is
has
just,
a copper fit on
my
his
body is
ankle.
just falling apart.
As
so,
we speak.
Copperfit, if you want to sponsor our show, please send us everything.
Yes.
I need it.
Hands, shoulders,
I just need
back.
a wrap just from head to toe in Copperfit because my body is. It hates me.
You've abused it
Yeah,
for a very
I have.
long time.
I certainly have.
In your youth.
Anything else for the Babble, for the beach bearded Babble here?
Nothing necessarily. I am looking forward to going back on my computer.
She's looking forward to this podcast being
She
over,
can't get-
so she can really resume her
No,
life.
I'm just being honest. Honesty is the best policy.
Well, we appreciate the time that you spend here with the old folk,
Thanks.
and we're what's tonight? Are we doing? No, do we have anything tonight? Are we watching anything tonight?
Dakota's like, I don't
We
think
could.
so.
Oh no, she's got her right now.
We
We have
could.
Legos.
No, we'll catch up on. No, today. What
Today's
day is it?
Wednesday.
Today is Wednesday. I really don't know.
So we could catch up on Lego. We could watch Spike's Family.
Right. We'll figure that out after we leave. Mind your business. We're gonna figure it out on our own. You don't need to know.
That's right. Leave that in.
So,
You have a problem?
so,
Get out!
so much for the positive energy here on the Bearded Babble.
What happened there?
Yeah.
I'm tired. I'm tired. I haven't slept. No nursing. I'm tired.
It's like, all right.
Okay. All righty. All righty. Well, I need some dreamy. That's what I needed. Some dreamy.
Wait, quickly. In my psychology class, did you know? You probably know this because you know underwater sea life. But dolphins sleep with one side of their brain.
They sleep with one side
did
of their
not know
brain.
So, dolphins, because other animals can eat them, and it's hard for them to sleep because they live underwater, but they breathe air. So they can't just rest. So they sleep with one side of their brain. So one side of the brain is awake, and then the other one's asleep. So they're still partially aware, but they're not fully aware. So they're still in danger, but that's how they at least get their rest. And a lot of animals do that.
You're like a dolphin.
Do they alternate? So the other side, or is it
Yeah.
just
That's
so they
interesting.
alternate?
They
Which?
alternate which side of their brain.
Wow.
They're very
And
smart.
there's a couple of other animals that do that as well, but dolphins, that's like the biggest example of the left and right side of their brain.
I don't sleep. I suffer from severe insomnia, and with everything that we go through in this house, and there's a nurse right outside of our room all night, so I don't sleep. So if you have any way to sleep, send us in the comments and sponsor us.
You
in
could try and
Copperfit.
sleep
Any
like a
dolphin
dolphin.
techniques?
Any dolphin? If you have any dolphin brain sleeping techniques?
I thought you would know that because
No, I didn't. I know. I usually know a lot about aquatic stuff, but no, I did not know that about dolphins. I know a lot of dolphin information. I have just learned that dolphins sleep with half their brain.
so they are partially awake.
Wow. Right now, I am only using half my brain. So I'm.
That's what I said when you took it. I was just like, you're like a dolphin.
I missed that. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna go, and I guess I'll let them continue to make fun of me, and I won't even realize it. Oh, I got the oh. Oh. All right. I like the new setup. We're gonna have to check out the different camera angles. You'll have to throw in there. I can see the yawn coming. We're putting her to sleep.
No.
She needs.
When she's in front of that curve, we're no curved monitor.
We
need to wrap
she's
it
gotta
up.
say we're no curved monitor. We're no curved monitor here. All right, we're gonna get back to doing what we do here. Again, Team Singer growing and moving forward, and we're on the beach.
We're on the beach.
Sound of the waves.
Very good. That was wow. That was very good. That sounded just like the beach.
That's
Go
my
ahead, give it again.
That's my wave impression.
One more. If you would like to steal that and use that for like a movie or anything,
or you sleep?
we give you permission.
Yeah,
Use
you
that
know
in
the
my
loop?
game.
I should put that on loop for 9 hours and see if I can sleep to that. Shh, wow, it's like just being by the ocean.
Like, why did I waste money on this app when I could have just recorded Dakota?
You're like inside of a seashell.
Trying to think of other.
That also sounds like white noise.
Sounds like shushing.
Yeah.
Or at the library.
Dude, Babble's just going there.
Oh, yeah,
That's right. That's
Still
still
going.
on.
Still going.
Yeah, let us know in the comments if that's distracting.
Probably.
It's not distracting us. We
Probably.
didn't even pay attention to it.
Who knows? Alrighty. It's that time. The peace, the love, the laughter. Until the next one, Team Singer.
Team Singer.
Alrighty.
We need an outro. Too.
Alright, that's enough.
We're gonna need an outro very quickly.